Stay tuned, because we've got a lot to talk about.
Melanin Pop. Melanin Pop. Melanin Pop.
Hey, it's your favorite lady, and I am back. I only have one question for you. What's poppin'? Now, I've got the answer because I always do. So what's poppin' today are two stories that we're going to get into, and the first one is about the Kardashians. Now, I don't know who doesn't know the Kardashians, but if you don't know who they are, let Google be your best friend. They are known for making reality TV magic, okay? So, Kylie and Khloe Kardashian did an interview. And, they talked about a lot of different things, but they were also asked about a scandal that happened a while back involving their family friend, Jordan Woods, which, by the way, that friendship has somewhat tumbled over, okay? So it's not still standing, but they were asked about it. Now, let me just break some things down. If you didn't know what that scandal was, that scandal involved, again, the family friend, Jordan Woods, and Khloe Kardashian's boo at that time, okay? Because her and her boo are on and off again. And his name is Tristan. He's a basketball player. And Tristan and the family friend were seen at a party, Kissing. Yeah, they were kissing, okay? And it caused quite the scandal. Of course, Khloe was upset. The family as a whole was upset. And Khloe's sister, Kylie Jenner, was upset because her and Jordan were the closest out of everybody. Okay, so Jordan was a family friend, but she was closest with Kylie. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this was just a really hot mess. And at the time, I can remember Khloe getting drugged for filth because she went after Jordan as she should have, but it didn't seem like she was holding Tristan accountable. Like, he has lips and he has to lean in to get the kiss. I mean, I get it. One of the things that I don't like is when people break girl code, okay? And definitely if you have been a family friend, you should not be kissing my boyfriend, my sister's boyfriend, the dog's boyfriend, none of that, okay? That's just how I feel. That's how I get down. And also, what it says to me is you thought that there was a possibility that you could come up from this. All these years, we thought you were just a friend and you were waiting to leap on an opportunity. So I am definitely against people breaking girl code, period. However, how are we always going off on these women but letting these men get a free pass? I tell you, I've seen it time and time again. Women will discard of their friends that they have known since the first grade. But the guy who they've only been knowing for a year or 6 months or just 2 years compared to how long they've been knowing the family friend, the guy gets a pass and he gets to come back over and over and over again and break their heart over and over and over again. Make it make sense. It doesn't, okay? If you're gonna get rid of Jordan, you need to get rid of Tristan. And sure enough, just as the water flows, he did it. He did it again. He has cheated again and again and again. So yeah, we're going to throw Jordan to the wolves, okay? In my opinion, she's not much of a friend. You can't blame it on the alcohol or anything like that, okay? You do not break girl code, especially when you call yourself such a good and close family friend. Don't do it. It's very revealing, okay? It lets us know that you were just waiting for an opportunity like that, okay? Period. That's just what it boils down to. I am in no way going to give Jordan Woods a pass. However, You see that energy I got for her? That's the same energy that I have for Tristan. So basically, during this interview, when they were asked about Tristan and Jordan, they tried to make it seem like, we've moved on and, we've forgiven Jordan. That's, it's kind of like in the past and everything, but it really hurt. And what stood out to me the most was Khloe saying that she never got a personal apology from Jordan. I'm not saying she shouldn't apologize. She definitely should. But why are you? This is why I feel like some of these things, when these people ask you questions, you can't help that they're asking you the question, but you can say, you know what? I kind of feel like that's water under the bridge now because honestly, I just wouldn't have told that part of it. I wouldn't have been like, yeah, I'm still waiting for an apology or I haven't gotten one. Yeah. Well, guess what? Your boo Tristan actually did apologize and then he came back and did it again. So, yeah, your point. Um, and from what I understand, they've broken up again because Tristan got caught cheating. And by the time you hear this, they may actually be back together. Look, I love the Kardashians. I think they're brilliant. Their marketing strategies, everything that they do. I would like to take notes as far as business, as far as marketing. They definitely know how to sell themselves to an audience as well as their products. So I am not one of the people that act like they aren't masterminds. I think they're brilliant, but their personal lives could do to a little tending to and a little wisdom. And one of the things you need to do is number one, since you're chucking out all of the females that are crossing you, make sure you chuck out the dudes too, okay? Otherwise, it's still a cycle. And as far as Jordan apologizing, yeah, she may never personally apologize to you. And it doesn't matter. Go on with your life and, keep those type of people away from you and away from your circle, but also make sure you keep the sharks away too. The guys like Tristan, I'm sure he's a really great guy outside of personal relationships. And I just think, again, you need to hold him just as accountable because obviously he has apologized to you, but he certainly didn't mean it. Okay, so moving on, let's talk about Chris Brown because once again, Chris Brown is in the news. Somebody said that he's gotten violent. You can have a great talent and really need to change some things about yourself while you're out there impressing people with your talent. And I think that a lot of people think that Chris Brown is one of those people who need to really work on himself. I think that he can even be very charismatic. I've seen him at other places doing interviews or just at places hanging out with people, and he's always smiling, and people tend to have a great time around him. But there is this cloud that follows him, and that saddens me because I actually want to see him win. And I don't mean money wise, I mean happiness, contentment. I want to see him win. I feel like we should all strive to be happy, to be at peace. And if you're going around assaulting people, oh dear, you're not happy. So very quickly, because I've always said that I don't like to hold you guys very long, and we're already in this longer than I really want it to be, but hey, so very quickly, Chris Brown is now a suspect in a battery investigation. A woman claims that he smacked her weave off of her head. I can't I can't make this up. That's what the investigation is over. He smacked her so hard, or I guess he aimed for her head or her hair. I don't know, but she's claiming that he smacked the weave slam off her head. You hear me? So now there is a investigation going on, and I will definitely be updating you guys about that. We'll see how this plays out. There were witnesses, and according to those witnesses, those sources, there were no other injuries. Okay, her weave had been dislodged after Chris hit her or slapped her. But other than that, there were no other injuries, and that certainly does not mean that he will not end up doing some type of time or paying a fine. And it certainly does not mean that he doesn't deserve it. I mean, at this point in time, if he hasn't learned to keep his hands off of people, period, not just women, people. I don't understand this. You know, you have a lot to lose. And even if you only had 2 dimes and a nickel, you have your freedom to lose. Okay. We should be thinking about morale, but also, why would you want to go to jail over a silly argument with a woman? Is just, it reeks of stupidity. And I know he can't be stupid. I know he's not. I've seen him make different moves in the industry, and I know he's a smart guy. I just don't know why he lets his emotions get the best of him. This happened at Chris's home. So what are the chances that Chris is listening to this? But the first thing that you need to do, Chris, is stop having a bunch of folks at your home. I can remember a few years back at your house, you had another party. And this whole ordeal with the woman saying that you pulled a gun on her because she was trying to steal. Stop having these parties. Stop having these people at your house that you do not know like that. Seriously, okay? That can cause you to lose your freedom, cause you to lose everything that you worked so hard for. This is ridiculous at this point. It just really is. You have way too much to lose, Chris, okay? And that's just how I feel about it. I mean, seriously, having the cops called out to your home early in the AM because, you know, this was his birthday bash, okay? He had a birthday bash in May that this took place, and that it's now just coming to light. And maybe because they're fully investigating it now. So, you know, somebody tell Chris, somebody get Chris and let him know that he needs to start putting himself first. And that means everything, like your peace of mind, your well-being. And by doing those things, not only do you declutter, you guys know I have an inspirational background, so I'm going to talk these things whether you like it or not. He needs to declutter his mind, okay, and clear his space. Keep your hands off of people. Just stop it. Just stop. Now, we don't know if this is true. It could be a complete lie. But again, this is why you need to keep people away from you, because you don't need that either. If it's a lie, you don't need people fabricating stuff and putting your freedom at risk. Period. Period. Okay? That's where I am. That's how I feel. And I'm standing on all 10 toes as I feel that way. I'm not backtracking. Okay. If you did it, cut it out. It's not cool. Keep your hands to yourself. And if you didn't do it, this is even more reason why you need to be solo. You could celebrate your birthday with like 2 or 3 really good friends. All right. Or just a small circle. You don't need to do no big birthday bash. I mean, come on, man. I'm just saying you have a lot to lose. A lot to lose, and it's not worth it. It just really isn't. You guys, I don't know how you feel about these 2 stories, but thank you, because I have been talking for quite some time and I really appreciate you. If you've made it this far, go ahead and hit that notification bell and subscribe if you're listening to this on the YouTube platform. I want to keep you in the know and have discussions with you, so make sure you keep it locked right here at Melanin Pop so I can keep you informed on what's poppin'.